So now we move on to our main event of the evening, Beth Phoenix. Well, our main event of main event. And of course, if you're binging all the main event episodes, please, of course, take your shot. I'm sure your liver will really appreciate it. Anyway, as I was going to say, Beth Phoenix, man, she might as well be called the queen of main event. She's been featured on and off camera quite a few times on main event, if I'm being honest. She might as, like I said, she might as well be called the queen of main event. It makes perfect sense. I mean, she's the Glamazon. She's the, she's literally a living legend in the women's wrestling. I think it's often said that by her and Natalya, that since they were in together, that I guess the women's evolution, I guess it wasn't ready. I mean, they pretty much, I don't want to say they started. I don't remember the exact quote, but it said something along the lines of, I guess the women's wrestling at the time wasn't ready for what Natalya and Beth Phoenix were bringing. Something along those lines. I don't quote me on it. If you've happened to come across something like that, let me know what the actual quote was. But from what I interpreted it was women's wrestling at the time wasn't ready for what we were bringing. Who knows? Of course, the future of women's wrestling, or one of the keys to the future, of course, is making her entrance. Bianca Belair has been making some headway on SmackDown. She has been she's been losing a couple times. I don't understand that fully. I'm definitely going to need some help trying to figure out why that is, but it is what it is. I just hope at some point it lands her a title opportunity, because in NXT she was known as, like, or at least I considered her to be, you know, the woman, like, so good. She did everything she could to get a title shot. She got her title shot, but she was never like the woman, you know? So it was like, you had to be the woman, you have to beat the woman. Well, unfortunately, Shayna Baszler was champion, in my opinion, much longer than she should have been. I don't fully agree with Shayna's handling of her run towards the end, when last couple of shows. I think at that point people were kind of over it. And I'm not going to say her matches were bad. I mean, they were pretty good matches. It's just that I didn't give a fuck, because I knew deep down I wanted her to win, but I knew deep down that she wasn't going to win. And I think Bianca should have at least have had a run with the NXT Women's Championship. It's kind of a bummer that she didn't. Again, I understand they had to make Shayna a killer, but I think it went a lot longer than I feel like it should have. Especially when all of her matches are more or less built produced the same. You can tell. Go back and watch all of her pay-per-views. Go back and watch all of Shayna's matches on NXT takeovers. They're all more or less the same, no matter what you want to, no matter how you want to spin it. As good as Shayna is, it's just that's how her matches are made, and it's, to me, it got boring after a while. So I feel like Bianca was like one of the right women to get the title, because she had been there a long time. But it is what it is. Beth, on the other hand, has been a multi-time champion, both in real life and, of course, in EBCW before it was ever called EBCW. She was champion a few times in, what's the word I'm looking for? She was champion a couple of times, I think, on WWE 2K, not WWE 2K, WWE 13, excuse me, and then SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, which I was actually seeing a video. I saw a post a couple days ago, or a week ago now, from the point of me recording this, and it said, oh, what was the greatest SmackDown versus Raw of all time and shit. And of course they put like the typical 2008, or not even that, actually, I'm wrong. It was a post about how, like, when ECW, WWE's version of ECW, like, was in the game, it was like such a cool thing, and like the roster was so cool and stuff like that, which I would agree. Unfortunately, I did not play those games. I would have liked to, but I unfortunately did not play those games. But I don't know. I just feel like it could have benefited from it, or not benefited from it, but like I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I missed out on a lot in the SmackDown versus Raw series because I started with 2K11 or 2K11. Jesus Christ, SmackDown versus Raw 2011. Either way, it's still the same, but I just hate saying 2K11. At least anything before 2K14, you know. You get what I'm saying, right? I think. Either way, though, I feel like I missed so much because people said, "Oh, I love 2007. I love 2008." I heard 2K, not 2K. Jesus, I heard 2009 was iffy. 2010 was also good. I heard, and then 2011 is when I started, which to me, in my opinion, it's the best because that's all I've ever played. Oh God, nice back body drop by Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix hasn't really had a real push for the championship, and it seems as though that's not going to happen anytime soon because all I see is a KOD. Let's take a look and see if I get this pinfall. Highly doubt it. 1, 2, 3. Never mind. That's a win for Bianca Belair. I did say something along the lines of Bianca Belair could possibly make the match at Hell in a Cell a triple threat if she kept up momentum. Now I already know Candice has the shot. I don't see why I can't make it a triple threat, but I have a lot of other triple threats already in the works, so I don't want it to be just another triple threat. So I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I think Bianca at some point in time, whether it's down the road in a different EBCW season, if I ever decide to do another one, it's just going to have to wait because I feel like it's not her time yet, if that makes sense. Even though she's been one of the better wrestlers in the women's division. It's tough, but I got to figure out. I mean, I'm starting to put something together for Hell in a Cell to make that pay-per-view not only one of the best pay-per-views of all time, but probably there's so many moving parts in that pay-per-view because, you know, AJ's still double champion. We have to see how that's gonna go towards the end of the show. I don't even know who's gonna face him for the world championship yet, but I'll have that figured out in a couple of weeks. So that's when I'll see you guys then. But up next we got Raw, and I got some stuff planned for that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all soon. Have a great day.